The man behind the desk is Tokotaro Takayama. In his plush office surroundings, he might pass for the president of a major Japanese company. In fact, Tokotaro Takayama is a godfather in Japan's Yakuza underworld. To his followers, he is known as Oyabun, or leader. 4,000 gangsters are under Takayama's command in a gang called the Aizu Kotetsugumi. This group, based in the ancient holy city of Kyoto, is the fourth largest of Japan's 3,300 crime families. Families Japanese police say pursue lucrative underground criminal enterprises with the structural discipline of a paramilitary organization. Police say they're trying to crack down on the Yakuza with a new law taking effect in March. Gangs with large memberships of ex-convicts will be designated Boryokudan, or violent organizations. The Aizu Kotetsugumi has its share of those. Nameplates posted at the gang's headquarters serve to commemorate members still in prison. The Boryokudan law will give police powers to arrest designated gangsters, after one warning, for doing as little as making a scene in a coffee shop to scare off customers. This the Yakuza sometimes do to pry money from shop owners. Yakuza leaders say such police tactics will only encourage gangs to conceal their criminal connections, and thus get around the law.
The main thing, we have to cool down, be good boy a little bit.
Most disturbing of all, police say, is a new trend in Yakuza activity. The Yakuza are moving increasingly beyond drug trafficking, gambling, prostitution, and other crimes into what Tokotaro Takayama's office surroundings might suggest: legitimate business.
Because of the police raids and all, if we don't do most of the business in a legal way, the authorities would not leave us alone.
Japanese gangsters not only play the stock market, they borrow from Japanese banks. They buy real estate in Japan and overseas, the U.S. and elsewhere. Kyoto's real estate and construction industries are two of the Aizu Kotetsugumi's main sources of income, gang leaders say.
Most of the people are doing legal business, like financial, construction-related work, finding jobs for laborers, the restaurant business, like coffee shops and nightclubs, food stands and stall keepers.
Japanese gangs are even organized like Japanese companies. Norikuni Miyashiro holds a top position within the Tokyo-based Sumiyoshikai, one of Japan's three biggest gangs, a kind of parent organization to his own Yakuza group.
I have a hotel business. Golf course, legitimate. I pay the tax.
But the series of financial scandals in Japan over the summer revealed Yakuza business practices, like Japanese business practices in general, aren't always so clear-cut. One of the principal figures in the scandals, Susumu Ishii. Before he died of a brain tumor, Ishii was godfather of the Tokyo-based Inagawa-kai, Japan's second biggest gang. Its members seen here attending his funeral in September. Ishii used his influence to borrow more than $250 million from some of Japan's biggest brokerage firms, money he took to invest in a stock that went up sharply after his purchase. Using such tactics and feeding on Japan's boom economy, the Yakuza are believed to rake in, according to Japan's National Police Agency, about $10 billion a year. Some believe the actual amount may be 4 times that. Japanese police believe about 20% of that income is from legal sources: stocks, real estate, and other legitimate investments, in addition to the nighttime entertainment districts that have long been the bread and butter of Japan's underworld. Profits from these legal investments go directly back into organizations whose chief occupation, police say, is crime.
About 80% of the income comes from illegal activity. 50% comes from selling stimulant drugs and gambling.
Yakuza involvement with Japan Inc. is long-standing. Gangsters known as Sokaya traditionally show up at annual company stockholders' meetings and threaten to disrupt the proceedings unless paid extortion money. That practice has been sharply curtailed over the past 10 years, after Japan's commercial code was revised, making such payments illegal. But the Yakuza are wealthy enough now that extortion money is small change compared with what they can make buying into companies. And Japan's underworld is infiltrating the world of mainstream business to a degree many here never thought possible. Taylor Henry, CNN, Tokyo.